All right, so in my attempts to not be nocturnal, I have made this video very, very late. So yeah, this is, I guess, technically a weekly video, but the Black Blade just is not. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna put it in the thumbnail. Probably will, but it's a garbage weapon. If you can convince me otherwise, drop a loadout down below. I'd be shocked, but I'm pretty sure it might be the worst sword in the game. I don't know. I know a little too high of a praise. I'm sorry, but yeah. So let's get into the usual stuff before we get into the video. We got, best of worst team perks. Very cool video. That took way more effort than you might think. I actually edited this one, so that was like 4.5 or 5 hours on stream. Good time, good time. But due to my lateness and sleeping being a thing I tried out today, I don't think I'd be making this video if there weren't 65 V-Bucks today. Well, let me show you. In the BR shop, we got the Galaxy Bundle. Very fun, very cool. Hey, you use code Mista. I appreciate it. And then we got all the summer stuff, which is funny because for a lot of kids, summer's over, like totally. So, And then there's no new stuff, which is completely fine. Janky just came out yesterday. I wouldn't expect a brand new skin to immediately replace him. It has happened before, but And then on the Save the World side of stuff, again, the V-Bucks, of course, go track them down. 58 zone in Canny, 28 zone in Plankerton. But we got the legendary Huskbuster, very good. And then, yeah, we got Assassin Sarah, chilling adventures if you want her. We got a couple of useless heroes up here. We got the Stabsworth and Plankerton, I guess. Tiger Jaw and Canny. I might run that on stream today, by the way. I am recording this prior to a stream. I haven't started yet, but Twitch link down below. Check it out. If I'm live, I'll tag on Discord when I do go live. Should be a fun time. It's okay, so it's 3 a.m. right now. I want to be at the mall, and I gotta get Sig to work around 10:30-ish a.m. So I want to get in at least a 6 or 7 hour stream, but I wanted to wait. A couple of food-related things to do right before I start a stream. So yeah, I had a snack though. We're good for the video. Let's get into the Save the World stuff. So let's get into the missions, which it's funny. I ran these, or the expeditions. I ran these, but I wasn't even sure if I was even gonna be able to open them on stream. I don't even think I'm gonna queue any more expeditions after this recording because oh my gosh, an 82.8. Are we gonna fail this one too? Wow. Okay. All right. We got it. Yeah. No, I don't even think it's worth queuing the expeditions here because we are so far out of sync of the shop that it would actually sometimes you just got to skip a day. And honestly, somebody asked me why I'm doing these, and I'll reiterate because it's been a while since I've talked about it. I think it's worth it to run expeditions. Today was a great example of like a bad day, but on average, I think you viewers can attest, on average, we're getting 200 to 400 manuals a day just by clicking some buttons. You guys, after I record these videos, I queue up my expeditions. Takes me like 3 minutes if I'm slow, usually a couple minutes or less. And on average, you get, I don't know, even 300 a day is 2,000, 2,100 manuals a week. So that adds up. And considering that a full-on Survivor Supercharger, 5 Survivor Superchargers to max out a single Survivor takes like 2,500 or 5,200, something like that. Because it took me about 4,950, call it 5,000 manuals to max out Carbide. He's a mythic hero. It really looked like it was more expensive than the Survivor Supercharger. If anybody has the exact manual count for Survivor Superchargers, share them with me. But it's in the thousands. And so 18,000 might look like a lot, but it is not. Once I get to the level in Ventures where I'm really unlocking Survivor Superchargers up here, I'm going to be spending a lot of manuals. So I got ahead of it by running expeditions for weeks now. And now I've got 18,000 just built up. And I have been spending those as I go. So yeah, I think it's worth it. It just takes a couple minutes and it has long-term benefits. So that's a win-win right there. You win some, you lose some, you fail some expeditions, you win some expeditions. It doesn't really matter. You get the W in the end. Black Blade, I think I have one of these in the book. Hey, if you can convince me that it's good, I'll buy it. I'll do it. But yeah. Legendary Troll Shock Llama. This is one of the best llamas in the game. I believe the Smorgasbord is the best, but the Legendary Troll Shock can have at least 6 legendary items, I believe. Smorgasbord usually has options for all of them, so that's, I think, better. But yeah, if you guys get anything good, feel free to use code Mista. It's a lot. 1,500 V-Bucks is a ton. But remember, a Smorgasbord for 1,500 V-Bucks is where your boy got the Xenon Bow for the first time. I wouldn't recommend spending 1,500 V-Bucks for a Xenon Bow, but daily dungeon, Inferno, go ahead, run it, easy peasy. Looks like my dailies mean I need to go ahead and here, I always replace them if they're 50 because look at that, any hero. So by literally playing the game, I'll get V-Bucks. Cool. That works out for me. All right. Ventures, like I said, very chill. 74 player, 4x perk up. Huskbuster, fantastic shotgun, truly very strong. Try it if you don't believe me. And then in the 70 zone as well, or was it higher up? It said Assassin Sarah. Let me double check that up here. She is available in the 94 zone. So purple copy, but you know, Assassin Sarah nonetheless. In Twine, what do we have in Twine? Yeah, it's a quiet day. Let's go to 94 4-player. 4x perk up and the 94 retrieve the data. 4x drops array in the 100 4-player. Thunderbolt is a shotgun that exists. I don't have a good opinion on it. 4x perk up and the 108 4-player. I covered the Thunderbolt alongside the old Smokey because they're the same weapon and the Dragoon. I covered 3 kind of shotguns in one video. That's... yeah, when 3 weapons in the game are functionally identical, okay, mathematically unique in some ways, because even the old Smoky Thunderbolt, like, one's a cheaper one because it's a scavenger weapon, and I think it has lower impact, doesn't matter. They're functionally, by sending crowds of enemies not in front of you anymore, like the high impact, they're functionally the same. That you will not use them different. 4x drops range, the 116 4-player, so I covered them all in one video. 4x reperk of the 124 4-player. Lots of really good 4x's in Twine. That's nothing new though. Support Specialist Hawk, good for the book if you don't have them. Not a useful hero currently. 4x Lightning the Bottom, the 132 4-player. However, in the wake of hero changes coming, and it's there could be some stuff changing soon. Support Specialist, any hero in the game, could be good. I always highly recommend getting at least one copy of every single hero. You'll note, I stay true to this. I have heroes, you can see them right here, that are not in my collection book. I have not booked any of these heroes because some of them are unique. I can't, you know, book Akuna Matata more than once. However, some of these are not unique, like Riot Control and Shock Trooper. Where do I even get Shock Trooper? I haven't booked them because I want to have a copy of at least one of every hero. I think nowadays I have at least a legendary copy of every hero, or I could with Daimos. But, yeah, I highly recommend getting that collection because it is the worst feeling. It doesn't happen often, but it is the worst feeling when they update a hero, like Extraterrestrial Rio, make her actually pretty good, and then you don't have her. Or you have to spend 20 V-Bucks to unslot. Same with Brawler Luna. Terrible, but we know specifically that they are looking at Crescent Kicked for a buff. So, Brawler Luna is, you know, could be fixed or updated to be useful. 5x perk up the 164 player. Yeah, and I think that's like the only worth running one. If I'm going to do any 160s today on stream, this is probably going to be the mission, which is fine. I like Repair the Shelter. Less zombies to kill, little slower startup time, and I think it's fun running around getting the modules, especially if everybody's participating and you get them all in time. It's nice. Makes you run around. It's an easy defense. Super casual mission. Nothing good for speedrunning, but yeah. Canny is going to be the last of the missions I point out because Plankerton, I'll show one thing in Plankerton. Legendary Tiger John, the 64 zone, very, very cool. Very strong shotgun. 52 4-player has 4x reperk, and I have the 58 4-player set aside. I think I got it confused with the 52. But we have V-Bucks in the 58 zone as well. Yeah. And then a 74-player, we have 4x Lightning in a Bottle. And the one thing I want to kind of mention in Plankerton is the purple Stabsworth. I know. It's only like, well, let me see. I'm actually really unsure because I bring it up every time because it's a really fast-swinging sword, but I'm not sure if you can get that second. You can. You can. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can get that second attack speed perk on this. There's not really any reason it needs to be legendary, but even on a purple copy, Affliction, it goes so far. Affliction is so good. So anyway, it's worth mentioning that this is a very good sword. Not maybe purple, but it's a good sword. All right, let's move on to BR. I didn't get anybody to show me the Ventures missions today. It's all right. You guys can check them out yourself. As I've said in the past, like, really good 4x missions in Ventures doesn't really matter because, as I explained in my How to Get Ventures XP video, I'm not going to link it, but it's here, very easy to find, recently on the channel, you should be running one of every mission type anyway. I actually, unless you are on an absolute binger and you've been playing for 8 hours and there are no more good missions, there aren't really any reasons to repeat missions in Ventures individually. So, anyway. Back to the top, we got the Galaxy Scout pack, one of my favorite skins in the game, one of my favorite weapon wraps in the game. Seriously, it looks awesome, but I mean, it's not new, so nobody's exactly jumping out of their seat. Got all the Battle Breaker heroes and the dinos over here, very, very fun indeed. Got the daily stuff, Goldie Instinct chilling, you know, decent weapon wraps. Adorbs wrap is totes Adorbs, as you could figure. Got the summer favorites, once again, pretty out of season. I don't know. I'm a kid who hated school, all right? I was a kid who, high school was probably the least happy time of my entire life. So for me, if I was a kid in school and Epic Games released a summer favorites right as class was starting up and the year was getting going. My opinions on this would be less than positive, but either way, all of these skins are very fun, so maybe it's just a fun little reminder. Maybe you guys had a good summer and it's a good memory and not a bad thing. Maybe I'm being overly negative and I should stop talking. I don't know. You can't control school starting, but you can control remembering the good things about summer instead of being upset that it's over. So, you know, you could be happy that this video happened instead of the fact that it's over. Bye.